If you'd like to see me test out some e.l.f. products on my mature over 50 skin, then please keep watching. So e.l.f. products, that's what we're going to be trialling today. And I've been encouraged to do this by Mel C from Canada. No, not that Mel C. The Mel C who does the fantastic, I think it's Mel C's Makeup and Style. I'll link her channel down below for you. She's absolutely fantastic. I love her. She's so warm and friendly, and she really does good deep dives into a lot of makeup and skincare. Anyway, I was encouraged to try, and I'll show you what we're going to be trialling today. We've got the Poreless Putty Primer, this one here, and we've got the Beauty Sponge. I'm really excited about this because I only have a very old now beauty blender, which costs £17 in the UK. It's a lot of money. So Mel C recommended this beauty, well, equivalent to the beauty blender, which I'm going to be trialling as well. And we've also got two palettes, and this one is called, and I'm just going to put my glasses on because as usual the writing is very small, Berry Bad, this one. And this one is Rosewater, that one there. So I'm going to be trialling both of those and we'll see how we get on. But I have a naked face, as you can see. So I'm also going to be making myself up on the way because the first thing I'm going to do is the Putty Primer. Now, I was reading about that and it says what you have to do is you have to put a thin film on. Just to mention, I haven't been using primers for a long time. In fact, the only primer that I used for quite some time, which I think I'm going to feature in my empties because it is nearly empty, but I haven't actually used it for ages. And that was a Stila. And it was a colour corrector and primer in one, and to be honest it was fine, but I don't know whether it made any difference to my makeup at all. But what we're going to do is try this primer, and then on top of that I'm going to try a new foundation which I've just ordered. It's just arrived and I put some on yesterday, and it is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation with skincare in it. It's quite liquidy, but anyway, we'll give it a go. So let's have a go first of all with the Putty Primer, which looks like this. And okay, so instantly it feels, I don't know what it feels like really. I'm not getting a lot of, it feels creamy but quite hard, resistant, which I suppose is kind of natural. Maybe you have to mix it up a bit. So I'm mixing it up a bit with my finger, and then you just apply a thin film. Okay, well I'd say that's a thin film, wouldn't you? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's apply a thin film to my skin. Well, it does feel very, very nice. Oh, yeah, that does feel good. Oh, I'm liking that. I mean, to be honest, I don't think that's enough for the whole face. So let's put a bit more on. Yes, it does feel very nice. And what you're supposed to do, apparently, is you have to wait 30 seconds. So we'll talk amongst ourselves, or maybe I'll do my brows or something. While we wait for it to set. So let's put some around there. I mean, pores are not, to be honest, my main concern if I have a skin concern. For me, my main issue are lines, especially these down the centre here. But if it can smooth them out a bit, that would be very, very nice. My skin's a bit dry at the moment because I've just had this awful cold, and you know what it's like when you blow your nose and it goes all red, and then you put Vaseline on it or something to calm it down, and I've still got a tiny bit of dryness around my nose, but it's not too bad. Oh, and do you know, one of the things I'm really struggling with at the moment is SPF. I cannot for the life of me find a decent SPF. So I've just ordered, I'll just put a tiny bit more. I've just ordered some one from Beauty Pie, which I'm quite excited about. So that should be arriving fairly soon. So while we're waiting the 30 seconds, I'm just going to spray the beauty sponge with some water. If I can get some, there we are. There we are, to make it nice and moist. Ooh. Okay, so the 30 seconds are up, and we're going to put the foundation on with the damp sponge. I'm just going to pop a couple of, there we are, because it's quite liquidy, this foundation. Anyway, that's it there. It's, I think it's Cool Neutral is the colour. I'll list everything below. So let's see how we go. Oh, I maybe wet the sponge a bit too much. It's quite liquidy. Let's see how we go. Don't know whether I'm getting much coverage actually with that. Do you know what? I think what I'm going to do, because it is buildable, this foundation, excuse me, I think what I'll do is I'll put some on my hand, which is probably what I should have done anyway, and then pick it up with the sponge and then pop it on like that and see if that's making, if that's a bit better. Are you getting any coverage there? Oh, my poor old nose. Forgive my nose, which is a bit peely at the moment. Right, let's see. It's funny, I don't feel like I've got much makeup on at all at the moment. But we can use the nice sponge, which feels very nice, to put some concealer on, and then we'll see. But anyway, I don't know if you can see my pores look any more minimised, but what is good is that the foundation has gone on well and there's no pilling or anything, so it's gone on very smoothly, apart from my fiddling little, excuse my nose. I'm pleased with the e.l.f. primer. I'm not sure about the foundation yet. Yeah, not 100% sure. Anyway, let's carry on with some makeup before we get to the eye shadows. I'm just going to do the rest of my normal makeup, and I'm going to use this is one of my new favourites. In fact, I must do a wear test on these. I've got the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's the ultra creamy one, which I really like. Looks like that. And I think what we'll do is we might build up a bit of coverage, because we haven't got a lot of coverage from the foundation. So that's what we're going to do. Right, let's just, okay, I'm going to use this sponge again. I'm using the tip of it this time to pat this on, round and round. This is what I usually do, go round and round and round to pat it on. And yeah, I like this sponge actually, I do. It's nice. It's a little bit firmer, I think, than the Beauty Blender, which is not a bad thing. And it feels very nice to the touch, to hold. It's got this slanty bit. I'm not entirely sure what the slanty bit's for, but I'm sure I will work it out at some point. Right, let's see, how does that look? Yeah, not bad. I mean, I think there is some coverage there with the foundation, but I am definitely liking the Putty Primer. I think that's going to be a winner for me. So we've done the foundation and the concealer, and now we're just going to quickly pop on some, if I can just find it. Actually, I'm going to use my Ambient lighting powder to set my concealer around my eyes, and as a sort of, I suppose I could have tried the Putty Primer on my eyelids, but I didn't, because I'm not used to using a primer there either. But this is what I usually do to set everything around this area, so that's what we'll do. That's fine. Right, let's check in the mirror. Okay, let's check in the magnifying mirror just to make sure we're all okay. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Right, I'll just do my eyebrows now, and then I will look at the palettes and decide which one I'm going to use, or maybe a mixture of the two. I'm just going to do my eyebrows now with my Bobbi Brown Saddle, which, as you can see, is very well used, my nice angled brush. All the details of everything I use will be down below in the description box. So let's pop this on like that. We're just going to do a quick brow look. It's funny, I've been wondering whether I need to do my brows a bit stronger. Well, that's not very good English, but I need to make my brows a bit stronger, because they've been looking a little bit kind of insipid, if a brow can look insipid. Okay, so I'm going to add some brow gel now, which is this Hourglass one, which I really like. Let's pop that on. And then, because this just kind of diffuses the colour a bit, and it makes them look a bit more realistic and slightly fuller, because there's not a lot of brow going on. I have actually been trying, and I think it might be working a tiny bit. I've been trying to use my eyelash growth serum on my eyebrows as well. I use I don't use Rapid Lash. I have used Rapid Lash. I use Revitalash now, and I thought I'd give that a go on my brows because I think Angie at Hot and Flashy does that. So I thought I'd give it a go anyway, and I think there might be something happening because this one used to have a really, I thought, quite a noticeable gap in it, and it doesn't seem as noticeable now, but anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, now we're coming to the really exciting bit, and that's the eyeshadow palettes, and we've got Berry Bad and we've got Rose Water. I'm just going to swatch them to see how they look. So these are the colours of Rose Water. There's a couple of shimmery, actually even the black one is a bit shimmery. But they are pretty, and I think I'm tempted to try this one here. Let's have a look at this one, which is the Berry Bad. Oh yeah, I love that. I think Berry Bad might be the one I'm going to try today, but let's swatch them anyway and just see how they are. I love the idea that there are just 4 because it does make things a lot simpler, doesn't it, sometimes when you want to get ready in the morning. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the Rose Water palette. I think that's probably more my kind of colours for today anyway, because I'm wearing blue. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with, I think what we'll do is we'll put this one, this sort of beigey but cool beige colour, all over the lid. Let's just see how that looks. So let's just try that. We're going to pat it all over. Oh yeah, I like that. I do. I like that a lot. We maybe won't go right up to the brow bone, but we'll go quite far up. Actually, do you know what? It seems to have come out a bit darker than I was anticipating, which is good because sometimes I find colours that look darkish in the pan, when I put them on my skin, they don't really darken up as much as I would like. So let's just pop all that on there. That's it. And then we'll choose, we might go slightly darker on the lid as opposed to the brow bone. Yeah, well that's a nice colour, isn't it? I don't quite know what you put. It's a kind of a cool toned, a cool stone, I would call that, sort of, yeah, that's very nice. Okay, and I think what we'll do now is we'll use the shimmery one on the actual lid itself, so let's do that. And this is more sort of, I don't know, are we getting any depth of colour out of that? Yeah, I think we are. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush and just give it a bit of a blend. And there we go, just to sort of make it all come together, and I'll have a bit of a tidy up in a minute. Now I'm going to take the darkest colour, which is this one. I'm going to use my lovely flat brush, this one here, just put that in there, and I'm going to use that as an eyeliner around my, just above my lower lash rather, like that, and just get a bit more colour on. I'm coming closer, so I hope you can see, because I can't quite do this without looking in the mirror. But can you see I'm sort of depositing colour around the close to my lash to make my eyes pop out a bit. So let's get a bit more on, put a bit more. There might be a bit of fallout, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this, because actually I thought this might be a bit shimmery. Well, maybe it is, but it's not too shimmery. It's just about right. Yeah, I think that's looking really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, put the rest of my makeup on, come back and show you the finished look. Well, I must say I'm really delighted with the Putty Primer. I think my skin looks quite smooth. I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. There aren't any rough edges or uneven surfaces or anything. Actually, even my little rough bit of skin on the end of my nose seems to have calmed down. So that's a real winner for me. I'm delighted about that. And finally, the palettes. I'm really pleased with the Eau de Rose, the Rose Water palette, which is this one here, which I used on my eyes today, and I'm pretty pleased with how they've come out. The pigment isn't super strong, but I don't mind that because I can shade the eyelash area with the darker one, which I think works very well. I think it'd be a really lovely daytime look. And I will definitely be trying the other one as well. And yeah, I'm really delighted, and they're all incredibly reasonably priced. I can't actually remember how much they are now, but everything will be linked down below for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, would you please consider giving it a good thumbs up, and better yet, subscribing to the channel, and leave me a comment below. Have you used any e.l.f. products? Which are your favourites? What do you think about the Poreless Putty Primer, which is definitely the most exciting one for me, because if that consistently works with all my foundations, then I'll definitely be using it on a regular basis. But I do love the other little mini eyeshadow palettes. I think they'd be great for work or for a one and done kind of look. I'm really pleased with those, and the sponge has all been great. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it, and thanks to Mel C for recommending these products. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a good thumbs up, and better yet, subscribing to the channel, and leave me a comment below. Let me know, have you used any e.l.f. products before, and which ones are your favourites? And thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.